Altair on our way to the
Altair.
Euclid. Altair on our way to the Euclid, running under a different signature. Operation Rescue Boone and Science Level Goes Kaplow. We arranged some purchases. Benny, the weapons dealer on whatever station that we stopped at, had silencers for everyone, some stealth units, some herpes units, and some spacesuits and breathing apparatus. Um, cracks the ESP encryption, and finds out that 52 years ago, Maura T discovered the plane Nixos, while who says that whenever we use technology to jump to hyperspace, we are using energy from that plane, and it can be fused to humans to make them more powerful. And in her project that stage 1, they're found some likely individuals. Some people have this fusion naturally. And that other fused folks can detect other fused folks, like some sort of Highlander-esque immortals, like, quickening swing thing. Then they have some machines built. XIII says that there are about half a dozen of these fused individuals on the ship. Everyone suspects that Orson might be a naturally fused person, as he was born during a massive storm about 22 years ago. Moratid was in charge of introducing a new synthetic alloy to replace what we used before. Kira leaves a message to Jasmine to do a drop of our files in case we get killed. Orson tells X she seemed surprised that he didn't sense her aura, and shows him how to see, quote unquote, her light. And she tells him that Talliss killed Professor Teed a few years when she was a small child. They continue on to Venter, find the Euclid. We cut into it. Long dark corridors, lots of stealth checks, bunch of bluffing, Han Solo styled, but unlike Han Solo, our Orson is not a fuck up, and we managed to convince them all that we are just, opening up doors because we're wanting to show off the swimsuit edition of, some sports monthly magazine. But eventually the jig is up, and it's a laser fight. And we were in the middle of said laser fight as we're rushing towards the lab.
Yeah.
There are panic doors that were shut down. H and Demi are trying to bust through them, while Orson, Doc, and Kira and the other fused people are trying to hold off. There are
I have the stats here, like the how many are left and everything in front of me, if that's what you're gonna do, because I can sort of
one
describe
round
the
left
scene
on
again.
the laser as we're trying to opening. And then I have notes that Orson needs to remember his boomerangs. And we were talking possibly about trying to get Penfold to umbilical somewhere else, but if he disconnects, we'll be depressurizing part of the space station. So that's, up to the group if we want to suddenly have to put on masks. I don't think we have enough to cover all of the people.
But it also is possible that it could cause, some people have to go deal with that instead of coming to shoot at us.
Yeah.
Just gonna throw that out there.
What?
You started to lag a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jade was saying that it might send people to go deal with that.
I heard that could cause, and then
I think
Jade.
C's a bit delayed.
She's way off.
Okay.
Right, there we go.
Because I couldn't hear Jade, and
I sent her a message telling her to give it a refresh. So, hey.
Okay.
Is it better now?
You took a long time to respond to that. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hear what Jade said.
Can you hear me now?
I think so.
That was pretty quick.
That was pretty accurate.
I was just making a quip that maybe if we depressurized, it would give them something else to go focus on.
3, 2, 1, go.
That's true. That's true. It could. That
She
was
responded to me.
another thought. Yeah.
She's not responding to my 3, 2, 1 goes. She must be way delayed.
She's ignoring you.
No, that couldn't
Go.
be it.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh wait, I thought she was joking, but actually.
Oh, great. Wi-Fi things.
Oh no. Well, as my French teacher always used to say, fuck it, let's go.
Bocoup.
Bocoup. Orson's got a boku.
Right, so...
Right. Let me describe the combat scene again for you, sir. So you are at a T-junction. There is a corridor ahead of you, corridor to your left, corridor to your right, and a door that is being peeled open with lasers behind you. I think that's what's happening, I think H is maybe typing in a code.
H was drilling through the door, as I recall.
Yes, that's what I mean.
We're using the dragon laser to lightsaber through the door.
Yes. So
Demi was covering H.
Yes.
And the rest
So
of us fight.
fuck off, cat. So ahead of you, I think you're looking right, Orson, if I remember correctly, maybe. So
sure.
in the corridor ahead of you, there's 2 dead thugs, 2 frozen, and 1 guy who's just sort of on his own, hiding behind one of the frozen guys, like still alive. On the left-hand side, there is 1 dead, 2 at full health, 1 very injured looking, and 1 frozen. And on the right, there are 3 frozen and 2 at full health. There are 2 of the sort of ninja children who have been fighting the other 2 corridors. And I think you were either straight ahead or to the right. But either way.
So what's down the middle corridor?
2 dead, 2 frozen, 1 guy hiding behind one of the frozen dudes.
Oh, that's what you said was in front of Orson on the right.
No, that's what I meant is in straight ahead.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so then what's on the right
On the right is 3 frozen and 2 unfrozen. At full health.
Okay, and Orson's in the middle, then.
I think so. Because that's the one with 2 dead in it, and I think Orson was killing it.
Responsible. Okay, where's Kira? And where's X6?
X6 is on the left, I'm pretty sure. Oh, no. X6 is on the right. My apologies, because she fluffed all her attacks, didn't she?
Yeah, and then Kira's on the...
Kira's on the left.
side.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you are covering X6 by the door in the middle.
H, but yes.
Yes, whatever.
And then are the other rescue, the other prisoners, there's 6 of them, where are they?
They're fighting. Just around. All sides.
All
Yeah, I
sides?
think so.
Okay.
We had left some of them back to finish freeing them.
Yeah, so I think a couple stayed behind to help. Yeah, help free people. And the rest.
Are we not all here? Okay, that makes a difference.
No, I think it was just some of the experiments who stayed behind. I need to come up with a name for them. Did I already do that?
But they need the X's.
Yes.
Because it's X6.
The letter numbers.
The letter numbers. So some of them did. You're saying some of them stayed behind. We're not all here right now.
Yeah, not all here. We'll say I can't remember exactly off the top of my head. We'll say 3 of them are here, and 3 of them are freeing people.
Okay. just real quick, so I can
Course,
write
course,
this down,
course.
'cause having conversations and stuff here. So straight on, there is like 2 dead, 2
I
frozen,
can-
1 alive, or something.
Straight
Is that
ahead,
right?
2 dead, 2 frozen, 1 alive. Yeah. For the sake of, I know it's maybe not good DM shit, but I'm just gonna send, like the notes.
I got you.
Oh, did you just send it?
Mm-hmm.
Haha, that means I don't have to reveal hit point information. Thank you, Corinne.
Okay. Right is 3 frozen, 2 unfrozen, and then
Sorry for my handwriting.
what's going on the left? Just read me what's going on the left.
1 dead, 2 full health, 1 injured, 1 frozen.
Yeah, that was supposed to be healthy,
And which way did
but I
we
was trying to
come?
write quickly.
Sorry, yeah, okay.
Other people are going to have to come
So
through. If
straight
there's still some
ahead,
left.
you guys
Straight
ran.
ahead.
You guys ran from straight ahead, and the people behind, the 2 dead, 2 frozen, etc., followed you,
Right.
and then the others came from the sides, as you guys were working on the door.
So we don't need the left and the right passageways potentially.
As far as you know,
Sure.
if you go back the way you came, you'd be turning around and going straight back up.
Okay. But okay, I was thinking that we were all here, but if we have to wait to evac others, that's going to make this situation tricky. I have a dangerous plan, and we'll see what happens. So he's gonna call. We're not that far away from each other, right? So he's basically gonna call over his shoulder to Dem, who's I think in a more defensive posture at the minute, and maybe has her hands, or at least one free, maybe, and just go. If it's okay with the captain, maybe we should find another way out. Maybe get Penfold around here.
All right. Bring him around.
He was kind of saying
I'm on
that
it.
to you and Dad. Cool. Then, so it was somewhat established with misserangs that if you miss, they come back and hit where you are, right?
Correct.
So if I move 5 or 10 feet away from the door, and I'm in line with right and left, if I throw one boomerang one way and one boomerang the other, they either hit or they miss and go into the other corridor past us if I take another 10 foot back.
I'm
Basically,
not sure.
I step up.
Wait, I'm not sure I'll allow that. What character are you playing again? What's his name?
Awesome.
That's fine then.
Cool.
That's idea is so dumb. I love it. And
Yeah, so I step up, I throw one boomerang one way, one boomerang the other, and then I step back again. So hopefully if they miss, they come past our position and hit some very unfortunate people. He's aiming to... we don't know how big these explosions are. He's either thinking that this is going to mangle those corridors, so like take them out entirely, or it may just hurt the people. Either way, it's a plus. I don't have any rules for the boomerangs.
yeah. So
Misserangs,
it's
etc.
a dex based attack, and
Okay.
then counts as a frag grenade if it hits.
Okay.
I will open the Vagrant's Guide, which is one of the D&D documents I'm most proud of creation. Yeah, so a D12 damage. It's going to be.
Okay. So to the left there are 2 full healthy people, and to the right there is 1 healthy person.
To the right, there are 2 healthy people, 3 frozen. To the left, there are 2 healthy, 1 dead, 1 injured, 1 frozen.
So 2 either side.
Yeah.
I can aim at least.
Mhm.
I will make my throws. Not proficient in boomerangs, I'm guessing. It's okay.
Okay. Yeah.
It's fine. I was making just one of them is a little low, and I wish it was a bit higher. So one of them is a non-natural 20, which I think is fine. The other one is a 16.
I don't have the stat block open. Give me a moment.
Bear in mind it's a frag grenade. I'm not sure if they. It's
This
they dodge out the way, or
no, not
has
for,
to-
like it does the
Okay.
damage of a frag grenade, but it's not.
Okay.
That hits. 16 hits.
Because you have
Okay.
to not miss.
Yeah, it's
You
called a
cannot miss.
don't miss a rang.
I mean, it's 3 or 4 people and some icicles in a tight corridor. I'd hope I'd be able to hit something.
Don't miss.
Sure.
It's an auto crit if it hits you. If you're the one who threw it.
Oh. Okay.
I mean, probably not, but we'll see. Or will we? And you're throwing this which direction? Sorry.
One goes right, one goes left.
Oh yes, of course.
Because if I threw it straight forward, it would come straight back at us.
Maybe it'll blast open the door.
Well,
We're fine. We've got it the regular way.
A D12 to each, please.
absolutely. Does it like splash onto multiple people? Or
Yeah.
is
So
it-
the others. So the person you throw it at, is just a roll to hit, and then the others get a dex save.
Oh damn! One of those is a full 12. I don't know if that's
Choose.
plus my dex or anything. The other one is a 6.
Yeah.
Plus
your
my dex.
Yeah.
So one of those is a 16 and one of those is a 10.
Okay. Do you have any preferences to which direction goes which way?
You probably wouldn't know. So with these explosive boomerangs, so however you like.
Okay. Right, and
So,
then I get some saves.
Hopefully,
so auto
hopefully
fail.
Dem is watching as he steps
Yeah.
forward and grins, unsheathes the boomerangs, and
So there's
throws them in
one
opposite direction.
Auto fail, so he takes 16, and then this one gets a save. What's your passive dex? We'll say.
My dex stat is 18, so
Uh,
I don't know.
10 plus
Passive.
or 8 plus proficiency plus dex.
Passive, I think it's just 10. Oh well, okay. If
10,
it's
whatever-
a save, it would be 8 plus proficiency plus dex.
Yeah.
If you're looking for a dex save, so that would be plus 7, so 15.
Okay. Then he fails. So. Okay. And this. Okay, he auto fails. 'Cause he's frozen. And he fails. Damn. Okay. So you throw the one left, and it smashes a dude right in the chest, explodes, and you send him blasting back, and his like armor piece is like smoldering. And you see the frozen one next to him, like half of his body just gets blasted away. You see the guy who's like injured and hiding behind that frozen guy get like thrown against the wall. His head smacks into the wall, and he just crumples dead. On the other side, you kind of throw it, and it like curls around one of the frozen dudes and hits the guy behind it. And he, one of the other non-frozen guy and one of the frozen ones all take the damage as you manage to hit 6 people with 2 attacks. So good work. Is that your go?
I am going to think I'll spend. How are they looking? Did many of them go down, or
One died. Two of them look about half health.
Okay.
The rest look significantly damaged, but not in threat of death.
I was gonna take the dodge action, but I might just ready a deflect missile So, I'll save my key points for that.
All
So
right.
I have like gone back into whatever cover that we had, really.
Yeah.
But,
So that
we'll
I
see
mean,
what
there's not much because you're being assaulted from all sides.
Sure.
But I think like H gets some cover from Dimmy, like
Yeah.
mechanically. But yeah. Next is
There's disadvantage to hit H while she's within 5 feet of me.
right. Next is Guts. Didn't plan for this eventuality for some reason, so I think. Oh, I do have a character sheet. I will just give him a bolt rifle because then I know his saves, so the bandits can just save against it. So he's going to shoot to the left. That's a fail with a 12 or 11. 2d6. No. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Where is it? Uh, 2d6. Sorry everyone, sorry. Okay. H, your go. Make me a systems check, please, to continue the door.
Did he hit? Do damage?
Oh yeah, sorry. He did 6 damage on one of them to the left.
Fellas, I got some bad news.
Oh no.
I rolled a natural 1.
Have you got any inspiration?
Nope.
You can have mine.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Kind of
Okay.
need through that door, boy.
Yeah.
Okay, that was better. That's a oh, I hate maths. 24. 16 plus
Okay.
8, 24.
That's 2 successes. You need 1 more to get through the door. You still have a bonus action if there's anything you can do on that.
What happened with the door? Is it just, does it need more?
Sorry,
Yeah.
did you not hear me?
No, I didn't.
No.
Oh, my bad. That's 2 successes on the door. You need 1 more to get through.
Alrighty, let's see what bonus actions I can do.
You can use your bonus action to get disadvantage because I am giving you cover. It takes your bonus action to get that benefit from me.
I will do that. I'm pretty sure that's what I was doing anyway, so I'll continue to do that.
Yes.
Okay. Dimitra.
I will say, we're almost there.
Dimitra is going to call up Penfold.
Okay.
And tell him to disconnect and get your ass over to this side of the station.
Hello, Madame Casal. I would advise against this course of action, as it would depressurize the chamber in which you currently reside.
Well, here is hoping that they have blast shields to pressurize the station again. Do as you're told. We won't be able to get back that way.
Very well. I must conclude my business consuming the blood of these foul creatures. You just hear like laser sounds in the background. I'll be with you shortly.
Oh shit.
Oh fuck.
It looks like Penfold ran into trouble, Captain. He might be a little late.
Well, that's just great.
Isn't it, though? I'm going to continue to assist H, because I can't cover... We decided that I can't help her with the laser and shoot, right? Oh, you're supposed to have
advantage anyway, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so I still have my thing.
Forgot about that.
You're getting advantage because I'm helping you. Because otherwise I'd be shooting the shit out of
Yeah,
these folks.
yeah.
Thank you very much for your advantage.
You're
'Cause that was
welcome.
really bad.
All right. Kira.
I'll poke my head around the left, take aim at the healthiest looking one.
The healthiest looking one? Okay, there's one who's untouched.
Yeah. 24 to hit.
Hits.
17 points of damage.
Ooh, nice.
And I'll poke back around the and try to get as much cover as I can. I know I can't get anything, but
Yeah, it's tough to find cover in this situation. But you're trying. There we go. Okay. So there's two. Okay, on the left there's one. Sorry, who's gonna try and break free of the freezing. That's a natural 6, so that fails. And there's 2 who are gonna take shots. It's gonna be a 9 to hit one of the X's, and a 12 to hit Kira.
miss.
Okay, then straight ahead there's 2 who get saves. Oh, it's a natural 17. Okay, one of them unfreezes and like is able to kind of shake it off. The other, oh fucking Christ, the other one rolls dick and balls, so he doesn't. And then one shoots at Orson with a natural 3, so fuck it, I can't roll as a DM. We've all accepted this fact, and we're fine with it. 3 more frozen saves. Okay. On the right, one guy becomes unfrozen with a natural 17, coming to a total of 19. One gets a 12, which is a fail. One gets a 7, which is a fail. Then there's 2 more who are going to shoot. One's going to shoot with disadvantage at H for a 19 or 14. Does a 14 hit you, H? You're muted, Liam.
Liam, that's you.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Does a 14 hit you, sir?
It does not.
Okay, and the other one is going for Dimmy with a 12, so fuck it, why fucking bother? Because that's all they go. And then it's my boy, Orson.
We're an unbreakable force.
You are against literal stormtroopers.
Certainly getting that feeling. So straight on, how many threats?
Straight on, 2 unfrozen at full health, 1 frozen at full health.
Okie dokie. Just asking out of interest, while they're frozen, can we actually harm them?
Yes.
And they're just restrained? Okay, right. So we can do damage, but they're restrained currently.
Yeah.
Okay.
Those ice spines are baller.
How far away are they shooting at us from?
Like, it varies slightly, but between 30 and 40 feet each of them.
Well, that's good, because I have 55 move. I could be behind them if I wanted to.
You can't hide, and nor can you run.
Realizing that if they were going to save all of the X's, we need the central area cleared. He's going to basically turn to Kay for a moment as she probably ducks back around whatever she can find, and just he looks up the corridor and then back at her, and just to get I'm going that way, and then he's going to be gone. Just meow. And then one of the healthy dudes, I guess, is gonna get some with the strikers.
Go for it, my son. I said son because I almost said father and almost said son.
That was basically 18 and 19. 2 hits from the laser
big time.
strikers.
Big time.
And pew. 10 damage from the first hit.
Cool. And this is on just one of the healthy boys, yeah?
Yeah, because the only other guy was frozen, I think. There was no...
Straight ahead, is this? Sorry.
Yes,
Yeah, there's 2 healthy boys.
2 healthy boys. Yeah. I am
Uh,
on one of
sorry.
the healthy boys right now.
Cool.
And 10 again,
Oh, nice.
with different numbers. How does he look?
He looks 66.4% dead.
Okay.
That's
So
not
that was
accurate.
2 of the laser strikers. He is going to flurry.
Yeah.
For another laser strike to this dude. This time for 9 damage,
Okay.
which makes me a little sad. I was hoping it was a 10 again.
Yeah.
but, still up.
Yep.
Last flurry. Oh, that's slightly better. That was 9 on the dice, plus my modifier for 13.
Describe how you kill him.
So he's, like you say, like 40 feet away, maybe like hiding in that true Star Wars style against like a bulkhead or something.
For sure.
One of those octagonal things. And he like looks down to, I don't know, reload his weapon, then looks up and Orson is just there.
I love it.
And then with his other friend, you know, on the next bulkhead over or something, just watches him as this just blur of action in 6 seconds, just blah, 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 like there's like pop and then like a kick and then like the final striker just like to the helmet, and there's
Yeah.
like little pops and flashes of laser on every impact. It's like a little strobe show.
Oh, I love it. Have an inspiration. As you just like you punch him and you just feel you see his like helmet and his heads up display, like because you can see like the sort of targeting systems in his visor, and you see like your striker like fry them, and then behind, like once it kind of goes down, you see his like fearful eyes behind the visor as he dies, you know, like you get that sort of it, you know, you see his eyes for a moment as he goes down and like his helmet smashes against the ground, and his friend's like, oh fuck, and like is gonna turn and scuttle behind the frozen dude.
I have a little bit of extra movement, so basically he can be doing that while I'm just advancing through the corridor with both strikers, both glowing probably in the semi-dark or
I
something.
imagine they're like charging up again after the last hit, where they're sort of like, and he's like, oh no.
And basically I'll be in combat with him for next turn.
Love it. Hey Andrew, how's it going, buddy? You're muted. Or dead. Probably
Well,
muted.
muted. That's what the microphone looks like.
It'd be unlikely.
Hey, there we go.
Hey, there he is. How's it going, man?
Good. Just shaking the cobwebs out right
No worries, buddy. It is your go in initiative, if you fancy. To
I'm
give
gonna
you.
start blasting.
All right, Frank. Just to give you a kind of quick reminder of where we're at. You're in a corridor, like a T-junction. There's a left corridor, a right corridor, and a straight ahead corridor. Behind you, H is working on the door, being covered by Dimmy. Ahead of you, there is one bad guy alive, who Orson is about to make less alive, and one frozen bad guy. And then to your left are a few injured and frozen looking bad guys, and to your right there's a few more beaten up and frozen bad guys. So to your right, you're seeing...
Let's go with the left. Start blasting.
Sure thing, man.
Yeah, they're already injured. All right.
Give me some attack rolls.
That's going to be a 17 to hit.
17 hits. And you're using hand cannons, I believe. So that's a D8 per, and you get 2 attacks because I think you're dual wielding.
And then a bonus action.
And
No,
then a
he
bonus
gets 2 on the main and then a bonus action.
Yeah, so 3 attacks.
Okay. So first attack, which is a hit. So that's going to be 9 points of damage.
Oh,
Second attack. That's going to be a 24 to hit.
hits. He had 1 hit point left. So why don't you describe how you shoot this stormtrooper-looking dude to death?
I shoot him once in the knee, he drops, and then I shoot him in the head real quick, no pain.
Nice, yeah. And he just like, you see his head just like kind of flick back, and like blood like spatters all over the frozen dude behind him, and just like
Some things even medicine can't fix. Okay, next one.
yeah. So you see there's one more dude to the left hiding behind the frozen guy.
And I did not. That's a 1.
Yeah. So your last one, just you aim, but yeah, you just try and ricochet it or something, and it just doesn't work. Puts a hole in the hull, and everyone suddenly.
I thought you could curve a
Needs
laser.
Cannot curve laser.
This
Who
isn't the
told you that,
wanted, my
dog?
dude.
Can't
H.
terrible either.
It's your guy.
Let's finish this, shall we?
Yeah.
Oh, I rolled a natural 1 again, but because I know we have advantage now, that is a 25. Yes, 25.
Okay, so there's everyone hears this loud clang as the door kind of like pops open, and the lab beyond is revealed. You hear, as the door opens for dramatic effect, you hear this scream of pain from Boone. And H, you're looking through, you can see kind of like through you're on the sort of investigator side of a two-way mirror, and so you can see there's a sort of control room, and then beyond there, in the sort of lab room, you can see Boone is like strapped up to a machine or to the wall. You can see he's missing one arm at the shoulder, and there's like a metal cap on the end that it doesn't look new, but you're sort of just realizing that this whole time Boone's had like one robot arm, it seems, and that's like where that would be attached. And you can see like a very skinny man in a lab coat with his back to you, like kind of a scalpel in his hand and blood like all up these like white elbow length gloves, and like all kind of over his body, like as he's like dragging the scalpel up the side of Boone, and he kind of like wheels around to stare at you as the door opens. So he's got like very thick glasses, this goatee, a black turtleneck, and then like a lab coat over it, like slick backed sort of salt and pepper colored hair, and like a very thin pencil mustache, and there's this like snarl of anger. And give me a quick insight check.
That is 16 plus 0 for 16.
And he looks like, you see this sort of realization of fear in his eyes, where he's like, oh fuck, he didn't expect you guys to get this far.
Mm-hmm.
And you see him like turn back quickly and like throw down the scalpel and rush forward to grab to like fuck with the panel in the wall. But now it's Dimmy's go.
Did it take my...
Oh yeah, sorry, you have a bonus action.
It's okay, I'm just checking to see if there's actually anything I can do.
Movement.
And
Yeah.
your movement, yeah. But if you stay within 5 feet of me, you can have the disadvantage cover
I
thing.
was-
But I'm
I was-
probably going to be moving, to be honest.
Yeah, you might want to get in that room.
Yeah, yeah.
I will get in that room, because that's a good idea. And then I'll use my bonus action to throw down a little ball. The turret legs come out, and the force... Basically, I'm doing the force ballista thing.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
A little ball just comes out, the little legs pop out, and a little cannon pops out.
Does it? How does that? Does it roll? Is it supposed to roll its own initiative or what?
Let me just see. Wood carvers, blah blah blah, take action, blah blah blah. Oh god, where's it?
Blah, blah, blah.
Blah blah blah.
A quick question while he's looking that up. Did it
Cool.
take my action to give him, or to give H advantage on that last turn?
He did use the advantage.
Yeah, he did use the advantage.
Because he
Okay.
got crit 1 again. So.
Okay, and how far is Talliss and things?
Well, I mean, as the space crow flies, like 40 feet, but you're gonna have to go through some, a door to get to him and stuff. So you're not exactly sure.
What if I just shoot through the glass?
You can certainly try.
Did he answer? I didn't hear him.
He didn't answer.
You
He
can
didn't
certainly
answer
try.
Either, I think
Okay.
sometimes the
Can you hear me now?
replies are dropping completely.
Can you hear me? Oh no.
Actually takes an action to make it and then a bonus action to use it. So I actually have nothing I can do just now.
Oh,
So
okay.
Well, that wasn't good. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now, yeah.
You can certainly try, is what I was saying.
So, what off real quick. Be right back.
Hey, dude, sorry about that.
Okay, so action surge, I guess, and then I'm going to certainly try
Yes.
to shoot Talliss through the glass, because even if I miss, I now have a window that I can vault through to get at him. So that's going to be a thing. Going to be a regular. Oh, he left again.
No, I'm here.
No, there's the other one.
Oh, okay. I see.
Respectively.
I see. That is going to be a 17 to hit
17 hits, yeah.
through the glass. Glass is broken. Ksh, and all that.
So you blast and you see like the glass just shatters in like a very kind of cinematic sort of like you put like a perfect hole through it with the laser, and then it just sort of like lightnings out from there and the whole thing just comes crashing down.
Okay, 13 points of damage.
Okay.
And then Demi's gonna vault through and move her 30 feet to get as close as possible to Talliss/Boone or
Yeah, so
whatevs.
Talliss is like off to one side trying to get through the door, and Boone is kind of in the middle of the room. So you're about 10 feet from Boone and 10 feet from Talliss in different directions.
Okay, I'll head towards Boone and take another shot at
Okay.
Talliss.
You can't get any closer to Boone.
Going to take like a sharpshooter shot
Okay.
at Talliss. Can I take forego the extra damage to blast off his hand so he can't fiddle with the panel? Maybe.
You can aim for his hand at disadvantage
Okay.
without foregoing the extra damage. You can try and pull
Okay.
off like a trick shot type deal.
Okay. It's probably not gonna hit. 14, because with the sharpshooter I'd have to.
Mm.
Okay,
You don't have
I
to
don't-
sharpshoot though.
Okay, well then without the sharpshooter and just taking the disadvantage to hit, that will be 15 to hit, I think. Yes, 15 to hit.
So you all watch as Demi shoots through the glass, and as it's cracking, she like runs and vaults and sort of kicks her way through it. Lands, rolls, stands up, like levels both hands, and just fires another shot as and you see like Talliss like takes one in the shoulder and kind of stumbles back and like cries out in pain, clutches his shoulder and like tries to keep typing in the code. And then the other shot just strikes straight through his like basically blasts off his first two fingers.
You're breaking up real bad, Andrew. Or Rob.
Rob.
Yeah,
He broke
Rob.
up about 3 times in the one sentence. I think he'd lost 2 fingers.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
lost 2 fingers. Sorry.
Sweet. It's 12 damage, if that matters.
So now we know that a finger has 6 hit points.
I was looking at that.
It's not canon. Am I still breaking up real bad?
Okay, and I'm gonna stay next to Boone.
Hey, sorry, this sucks. Whatever.
I'm feeling like Rob was prompted, but you just can't hear him.
It automatically mutes you when you rejoin.
No.
Can you hear me?
Have no luck, are you, pal?
He was muted when he first came in, so I don't know what's going on.
Oh, fucking Christ.
I heard that.
Heard that.
This is pissing me the fuck off.
I had that too.
Okay. He lost 2 fingers. It's not canon that a finger has
Question,
6
see
hit
or no?
points.
Doesn't seem like it.
I can't. Oh no. That doesn't bode well.
Oh no. Indeed.
Right.
Howdy.
I'm getting mighty pissed off. Still bad.
Rob?
Well, I assume if you can hear me, it still sucks.
I heard that.
I assume you can't hear me.
I can hear everyone.
Okay.
I think there's a massive delay though.
I do think so.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's take 5.
Okay.
Sure.
Okie dokie.
Damn, everyone responded to that really quickly, unfortunately. God damn it. Oh no, the delay's gone. Shit.
We're actually hearing you a bit better too.
Do
Alright,
we
well,
want to try switching over to Discord, or we're gonna give your Wi-Fi a chance to settle down?
yes.
Go kick some people off their Wi-Fi.
I don't have to
over
go
there.
anywhere, I have an app.
Mm.
Let's see what everyone's usage is.
Yeah, this time it's not me, so I don't think I have to go kick Kaylee off of the internet.
Why would you say that? Why would you say it like that? It's gonna be you in a few minutes.
Oh.
$19 kilobytes he's using. Cancelled his internet.
Fair.
19 kilobytes is like nothing.
Shut up!
That 19 kilobytes.
Evidently, it's too much.
It's above
Yeah,
0!
And who was that?
It was my little brother's iPad.
As
It's
if
been
he should be
blacklisted.
asleep.
Yeah,
he should
it's
be asleep
it's
right now.
probably just it figuring out his background location or something. But fuck it, it's dead now. I love the power this app gives me.
It's, it's obvious that you don't use it for evil ever.
What are you talking about? My voice is like this normally.
Oh God.
Oh, I haven't worked out. Oh, I need to remember Tallis' accent. Very handsomely. Nailed it.
Don't think it was quite that.
Very handsomely.
It wasn't
Right.
quite that posh sound.
Very handsomely.
How British am I, Bond?
Not Tyrion, too.
Bond. How British am I?
He just pulls off a latex mask. It was me all along.
What a twist!
No God.
Just like look around the lab and there's just bottles of moonshine everywhere. You're like, no, it can't be.
Oh yeah. This is who sold us out.
Oh yeah, I have another attack.
Go for it.
I forgot. Because I have an offhand. I was
No,
all
I
like,
don't know. I don't know if you were here for this, Rob, but I couldn't actually use the turret as a bonus action. I have to make it as an action, and then I can fire it as a bonus action. That's the gimmick.
Sure
Like,
thing.
Stood there looking daft.
He just threw a little ball and it did nothing. And he's like, oh shit, that was a tennis ball. Where's my robot?
A regular ball.
I'm a sharpshooter this time. Without the disadvantage is... Ooh, that's good. That's 18 on the dice for 23 all up.
That hits.
8. 23 points of damage from a machine pistol.
You just pepper him with bullets, and he like slumps back against the console and slides down the wall, leaving like a big red stain behind him. Can everyone still hear me? Because this is like
Yeah.
big
Yes.
moment.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was perfect.
Okay. And you see like blood pouring from his mouth, and he's like clutching the many wounds in his chest, like trying to hold his innards in.
Oh wait, no, 18 point. I don't get my... No wait, no, I do.
Is
I do
it
get my
more than
damage.
7?
Yeah. Yes, way more than 7
Then
with sharpshooter. Okay, sorry.
he just like looks up at you, and you can see blood pouring down his chin, and he like coughs and kind of splutters. I was just trying to evolve.
Shut up! And Demi shoots him again.
Inspiration.
Shut
As-
up, rubbish, ain't Pokemon!
You see his head just like smack back against the wall, and he collapses forward. That's your go.
Yep.
Kira.
Still have people advancing on us.
A whole fuck ton.
I will pop around the corner, take a shot at one of the guys around on the left side.
Sure thing. There's a frozen and an unfrozen.
The unfrozen for 20.
Hits.
$16 points of damage.
Describe how you kill him.
So I just kind of like pop around the corner, take a moment, hit him like square between the eyes, and then I'm going to take my movement and start heading back towards the thing.
Awesome. Is that your turn?
Yes, I'm going to take my movement and move as far as I can into.
Yeah, for sure. You can like vault over into the room with Boone if you like, and you
Yep.
see dead Tallis. Okay, the last guy on the left unfreezes and fuck, both dudes on the right unfreeze with a natural 16 and a natural 19. So there's no more frozen bad guys anymore. There's 4 dudes on the right, 1 straight ahead, 1 to the left. One on the left is going to take a shot at one of the X's. It's going to miss. 1 straight ahead is going to take a shot at Orson, who's advancing on him. Does a... Sorry?
I'd hope I had like 15 feet more movement. I'd hoped I'd get into melee with him, so he would struggle to shoot me. He can still shoot me.
He has disadvantage,
yeah.
I don't think... Okay, yeah, same roll. Does an 18 hit? Is it
Oh,
22 or
18
an
is
18?
my armor class.
Oh, bad luck.
Do you have a shield?
You gave me shield somewhere, wherever it is. Is it the herpes thing, or is that the thing that stops you dying?
Herpes is like
Herpes
a spare the
thing?
dying.
Mm.
Yeah, the herpes thing.
Portable
I know.
shield.
Yeah.
Yes.
Bloop? Maybe? You don't have to,
Oh.
obvious.
I was just thinking I could.
It's 1 shot
but-
from a stormtrooper.
But also, I could deflect missile, so which I haven't done yet. So I think I'm gonna go with deflect missile.
Oh yeah.
So,
Boy.
so how much? Roll
9
damage?
damage.
Oh boy, I roll a d10 plus my dex plus my monk level, which is already 10. So I don't need to roll.
So
Um,
he like is stumbling backwards, trips, I imagine, like falls onto his back, shoots up at you, and you like he fires it, and I imagine you just almost like it's a laser bolt, and it just freezes like Kylo Ren, like right in front of your hand, and you're just holding out, and you guys can see like sort of this black, like almost Vanta black, like absence of light and shadow just pouring around Orson's hand as he like catches it, and you see his whole body's like quivering with the effort of holding it there.
Throw it back, throw it back, throw it back.
yeah,
throw it
why
back.
not? So I spend the key point. Basically, what I think is he's holding it, and like his hand is definitely shrouded in the Vanta black you were talking about, and then like portal or something like opens up, and he lets go of the laser bolt, and it goes in, and then another one opens up pointing at the guard, and it
Yes. I wish I could give you inspiration in real life.
And he takes, should we just say the 9 damage that he shot at me?
Okay, then he's dead.
Instead of me. Okay, cool.
That's dope.
Yeah, he had 7 hit points left, and even if he had more than 9, I would have still made that kill him because that's cool as fuck.
Yeah, there's just a minute of him standing there holding a laser bolt
Yeah.
with blood pouring off him, and then
Yeah.
dude's dead.
Nice.
Dope.
Is that your turn?
That was his turn, not
Oh
mine.
fuck yeah!
You
You're
got
right.
the other guards to do.
Oh
That was
shit!
your
It
turn.
was very bad for him.
I got 4 more turns to take. Hey Kira, suck a bullet. 22. Have another one. 17.
Okay, who's shooting me?
Dudes from the right, in the back,
How?
with guns.
I mean, what's
She
the
ran
angle
into
on
the
that?
lab. Give her back to
Oh no, you went back into the room. Fuck.
He's got
20.
the X's.
Yeah.
Jeez, how?
And the dog.
They concur.
Yeah, they can go places.
All right.
Well,
20.
I mean, I thought maybe it was possible if it was the guys directly
No,
in front of us.
he
but...
shot it at one of the frozen guys, and it reflected the bullet, and it hit you. No, those 2 are going to be on guts then.
Sorry, guys.
22 and 17.
Hits.
You take 7 from the first and 1 from the second for a total of 8. I don't know why.
I mean,
What?
No
Do they have a
modifier?
modifier?
No, they literally don't have a modifier.
Oh wow, they are stormtroopers.
Because I realize now this is a range predominant setting, and D&D is a melee predominant setting, and so these are melee focused characters.
The guards don't have
Yeah.
dex.
So I've been they should only have a +2 to hit, but I was like, fuck that.
You
So-
should have used bandits. Bandits have a +3.
Well, you should have let me run my own game.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I'm
Okay,
sorry.
wow.
I apologize.
Okay,
Please don't kill
okay,
Reese and Strad. I
okay.
spent so much money on his art.
Pull the color, pull the color.
Who else exists? Oh, H is out here. No, she's not.
Nope.
Fuck. Alright, guess it's the kids then. Fuck it. Not to
God.
trigger Dan or anything. You see an old woman with a sack. Oh, no.
These are adults. They're all X's, X6's age.
We
They
already
are-
rescued them. We're
they
not
are
trading their
teenagers.
lives.
Yeah.
Most of
They're
them are
fighting for their
teenagers.
freedom.
She was like 20.
Yeah, she's the
something, a
oldest.
young 20. Oh, I see.
Well, this is taking a turn.
They're like 17, most of them.
And they can all catch bullets like Orson. They'll be fine.
Neither of those hit, thankfully, because they have dex for days, and the highest was a 17.
Was that the 2 more guards from the right or 2 from the
Yes, 2 from the right. There's 4 to the right, 1 to the left now, so for a total of 5 remaining. At this point, you all begin to feel strangely weightless,
Oh boy.
and
Wait,
Ridiculous.
wait, we wouldn't lose gravity. It would just have,
yeah, you would.
air vacuuming out of the station and sucking us towards the hole.
Well, it depends on what
That's beginning, I think.
Yeah.
depends what Talliss
Oh.
managed to type into his thing.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, and so, yeah, you think Penfold has ripped the door. You see some saves from some of the people in the corridor. Okay, those were 3 high teens for the X's, so they're fine. Guards. Oh, that's a natural 1. That's a natural 9.
Awesome.
That's a natural
If
8.
there's any
Come
still
on,
frozen,
please.
can they
That's a
please
10.
get ripped apart?
There are none. Okay, so
That would have been so gnarly, though.
all of the guards fail except one who got a natural 20.
Oh boy.
So you see the one guard who's on his own get just like swept back. He like smashes his head into a wall because he was basically dead already, and just like goes limp and like flies towards that one weird bathroom with the out of order sign, which I guess is now technically true as well.
Sure. I feel. But didn't we walk? We went to the cells and then we came here. Like it was a good
Yeah,
20-minute walk or more.
yeah.
But I'm just
True, but
imagining him
the-
doing that walk in reverse, but being dragged along the corridor.
No, yeah, it's. I mean, he's being vaguely
He's
dragged in
doing
that
the
direction.
Titanic propeller guy, like all the way through the halls. Just
Yes.
dum,
Yes.
dum.
The camera follows him along.
Yeah. The others all go crashing into one another and walls and are like kind of struggling to get a grip. You see one of them like sees what's happening and kind of like presses himself back against the wall to survive. I'm gonna need athletics saving throws from everyone, please. Or athletics saving throws? What the fuck am I talking about? Dex saving throws, please.
Everyone or everyone in the corridor?
Everyone.
Gotcha.
I don't need, because I have grav boots.
Correct.
Do you need to activate them?
Can I I will activate my grav boots. Can I use a reaction to try and
You may give someone the
secure-
help action. You may take the help
Okay.
action to give someone advantage.
does
Give it to
Boone
someone,
look like
shit.
does
He's
Boone look like
tied down. He's
gonna
fine.
need it? Okay, he's fine.
Although you
I'm-
do you do see a very cool looking robot arm go flying past your head.
Oh,
Oh,
can't really do much about that. I couldn't try to lasso it, but no, I will. The only people I could help would be H and Kira because everyone else is too far away. So I will help H with grappling
Thank
hook.
you. I appreciate that.
I got a 22.
You're fine.
Do I get advantage because I have Demi's help?
Yes.
Oh my god, I rolled a 3. I rolled a 4! Fuck!
Oh no!
Four
The princess
plus-
is going flying.
Okay, that's 8. All told.
Oh.
Four.
Okay. Dimmy, you like reach out for H, and you like are able to sort of grab her fingertips, and then like the force of it, just like H's wings just like flap out, and that just drags her back, and she goes crashing backwards into a wall. H, you take 14 points of bludgeoning damage as you
14.
just smash into a wall. Yeah. And you're like you're kind of sliding along the wall towards a doorway, which will lead you out back into the corridor. And if you fall into that corridor, you'll be dragged straight down the hall like 100 feet, and that's gonna die. I mean, that's gonna suck.
That's gonna die.
How did Guts and Kira do? And Orson?
Kira got a 22.
Yes, she did. You're correct. I apologize.
It's okay.
Okay, I haven't rolled, but I didn't. I'm hoping that this is only going to be for a round or two before some countermeasures kick in.
One would hope.
Otherwise, there's a lot of X's that are going to get sucked out into
Yeah,
space.
so they all rolled pretty well.
Yeah, but
and you see them.
There's the ones at the prison.
Oh yeah, they're probably dead.
No, but
No, I'm kidding.
we're meant to save them. I will see what you want. Athletics.
Deck save.
A deck save.
Yeah.
Oh well, that's non-natural 20.
Nice. They would have all died, but an old crone caught them in her sack and protected them. Yeah,
I'm gonna go and take that sack of her. Be right back.
Wait, have a conversation about it first.
No, there is no time or oxygen
sorry,
to
I'm
have a
sorry.
conversation.
No
I'm sorry.
time or oxygen.
I'm sorry. Yeah. You're fine.
Doc?
Andrew.
Sorry?
Deck
Hey,
Make a
save.
dex check. Otherwise,
Save.
you're about 3 rounds from being sucked into
Hey,
space.
I got a 20. No space for me.
No, suck it.
Silly thing for me.
Yeah, so you see Guts like hanging onto some like really big cable, just like blowing like a flag. H, it's your go.
Oh lord, I need to find a way to try and save my ass.
Yeah, because you're starting your turn in the spacing effect, I will need you
I need
to
to
make
make
a
another-
dexterity saving throw, please.
Bollocks. Okay, that was better. That was better. 18 plus 8 for 26.
You have +8.
Well, no, I have plus. Oh no, I have plus. Oh, I was adding the wrong thing. Sorry, it's 18 plus 4.
Okay, you're still
that.
fine. Yeah.
What did
So
I add?
you
Oh no, I
managed
was gonna
to
attack. I added 8.
you managed to loop your hand in. End of the round. Thankfully, the lab door slides shut, and you can hear doors sliding shut elsewhere as well. And you'll kind of come crashing down.
Well, not the lab door because we cut it open, but
Oh yeah, for sure.
doors close elsewhere and we
Yeah.
repressurize, so we're not
That's-
cut off from each other.
That's a win-win.
Yeah.
You see there's one dude who's still alive, standing there, looking at you all. He's going to make an old school morale check. He turns around and runs away.
Into a closed door.
I mean, there's a corridor. There's a corridor for him to go down first.
Oh, okay,
but
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you chased him, he would be behind a closed door. So yes.
I just liked the idea of him being like, ah, knocking himself unconscious.
Dimmy, you receive a staticky message at this point. Madam Casal, I believe we have not thought through this plan entirely effectively.
Don't say.
Yeah.
You
well, it wasn't
have the-
my idea.
You have the Dragon Slayer on your side. And I don't exactly know where it is I am required to dock.
Fuck.
I would not suggest cutting a hole in the hull without the habitat, without the umbilical there, as that would most likely result in annihilation.
Can we just like stick it through the hall for like 2 seconds, enough for him to like line up and be like, okay, that's where they are.
Alternatively, there is a computer in here. I could possibly hack into it and release some sort of signal to tell Penfold where we are.
Yeah.
Give me a system check.
You got it.
While that's happening, I'm gonna be unhooking Boone from.
Yeah, he is a mess. He's covered in blood. His like chest has been cut up real bad, and he's like barely conscious. But you see him like look up at you through bruised, bleary eyes, and there's a sort of like heartwarming smile of recognition.
That's a 25 there, my friend.
Yeah, so you quickly like slide onto Talliss's computer, and are easily able to access it because you accessed everything else before. And you kind of put in like the ship-based coordinates as to your location, and send them out in like an open message, and then like a minute or so later you hear a loud like mechanical clang, and you see like part of the door or part of the hull kind of like pushed in, as though something on the other side is just attached to it.
Whilst I'm here, can I also send his research notes over to our ship?
You may.
Cool.
Additionally, you have like access to. I imagine maybe you like grabbed his ID card to log into the computer or something. So you've pretty much got free access to the ship control. He's the big fish over here.
What else do we want to do to the ship? I can do anything.
Get the other X's here, and then blow this shit up. Oh yeah, we need to set the charges. We've got charges to set.
I mean, why set charges when we can just hit this self-destruct?
Well, that's true. We could just save all the bombs.
I mean, there's no self-destruct per se, because that seems like a really big design flaw. But there's certainly things you could do to scuttle the ship.
If an evil supervillain doesn't have a self-destruct button in his spaceship, he's not really an evil supervillain.
No, he's not an evil supervillain. He's just a villain.
Okay.
A three-dimensional, cool-ass character.
To be murdered in cold blood.
We'll just like turn the engines on and like send it into like a planet, right?
An uninhabited planet.
Are you sure that the planet is empty?
I mean, you could just point it at the sun.
We have charges for a reason.
Yeah, let's. No,
let's save them in case we need them for more things.
As that's all taking several minutes or something, Orson hasn't come back to the lab. He's gone back to the prison to try
Okay.
help get the X's back.
It could also be opening as many prison cells as she could find.
Yeah. So, Orson, you arrive back in the prison corridor. You find like there's 4 X's there. One seems to be lost, like died in the incident or whatever. And then the last one, still alive, is looks to be in really bad shape. It seems like she like fell backwards and has broken her back, like smashing into a doorway, and so the others are sort of carrying her, and she's like near passing out. But they're kind of like carrying her towards you along the corridor.
Use the force to heal her.
I was just looking at my abilities. I'm not that kind of monk, and I think he can only self-heal. But I don't know if I even have like. Must have a stim pack on me or something, right? We've bought a few.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did. We distributed some stim packs early on and stuff.
Yes. I'm pretty sure I should have one somewhere. I do have the herpes, but she doesn't seem to be, she's not dead.
Yeah, she's not.
She just
she's
needs
not. Yeah.
help.
Well, in case she like dies, she has the herpes there for her.
Sure.
Herpes is always there for you.
Yeah, it never goes away.
I must have missed this, or I forgot.
It's
What it
in the.
Rob did a funny.
Don't say that like it's not funny. Because it is funny.
It's the size of a
It-
miniature
okay.
1993 Honda
It's
Civic.
called the homeo. It's not called herpes at all. It's called the homeostasis external repair and personal emergency system. A small nanodroid is set in an enclosed in a flat disk, and it can be worn or pocketed, and when on one's person, the droids will activate when they detect the target is injured or the spacesuit is damaged when in a vacuum. They will repair the spacesuit and administer basic first aid healing, i.e., it can spare the dying and fixes your spacesuit if it gets fucksword.
Yay.
And
Sword.
I'm
maybe
presuming
get
that I
venereal
have a stim,
diseases.
and I'm going to give her a stim,
I will allow it.
basically. Good. Because
Fucking
we did get a whole bunch of them,
Yeah, you did,
and
you
we
did.
wouldn't have gone in without people having
Exactly.
them. So I don't
That's-
know.
Yeah, it makes sense.
It's some health. I presume the number doesn't really matter. She just has some health.
Yeah, the number doesn't matter, but it's a basic healing potion. So yeah, you kind of
Yeah.
jam it into her arm, press down the plunger, and she like cries out, and you hear the sickening sound of her bones like setting as the stimpack gel like surrounds the bones and forces them back into place and like accelerates the healing. And there's like sweat pouring down her face, and she like kind of lolls forward and passes out, but you can see like her back isn't twisted and fucked up anymore. It's fixed, and there's like scrapes and stuff on her that are slowly like scabbing over much quicker than they should.
Unless they're particularly protective of her, he would take her.
Yeah, the others look a bit banged up, so they're happy for you to sort of take over.
Okay. He'll like look at them, because I think we left the one with the keys that we kind of released first or something, and something like that. Like he could recognize that it was awesome, because the other ones are probably new faces. So he's gonna turn to that one and go, "We have a way out. Follow me."
All right. And they'll like jog after you.
No.
Yeah.
Go
So
fast.
back in the lab, you guys can see where Penfold has attached the umbilical and are able to scuttle the ship in H's case, and someone else can use the dragon's laser to try and get through.
Okay.
Who's doing this lasering?
It requires a systems check, doesn't it?
No.
Or no? Okay.
I did this
You're
laser before.
having-
I've got my arms full with an armless boon.
Mm.
I
You got
assume
boon.
there's a couple of clamps hanging off of them right now.
Probably.
I'm curious
Oh.
because I ran up and down to the prison and stuff. Did I see the cool metal arm anywhere?
Roll me a d20.
Cool. That's not. That's 16.
You, as you're running, carrying this X, you do see the metal arm, like, basically has the fingers have like caught it on a corner as it was flying down, and so it managed to stay where it was.
They're just gripping on. to the side of a bulkhead.
Great.
Orson says, "Yeah, I have a plan to get us out of here, but I need that man's arm."
I wish I could give you inspiration in real life. Goddammit. It looks like his arm in iRobot.
Orson
Okay.
is Orson is rocket confirmed.
We all know that Rocket is basically a cross between H, Guts, and Kira. Orson is Quill but effective. He's a cross between Quill and Gamora. Dimmy is just Drax. And Guts.
Yeah.
And Guts is also Groot.
I would also take
Or Penfold.
what's his name? Not Drax, but fuck. Mary Poppins, y'all.
Yondu.
Yondu.
Yeah.
Demi is totally
Or
fucking Yondu.
or Karen Gillan, whatever her name is.
Nebula.
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 Anywho.
I whistle and people die.
Yeah,
I'll
you
start
you can have the arm.
Yay.
Yeah.
Whether or
will-
not he
I
gets
will-
it back is up to Orson later. It's a pretty cool arm.
Just has it.
You can have my old one. So that leaves Kira to cut through the door.
Yep.
All right. Give me we'll say systems or mechanics check.
I've got that in spades.
Oh, you say
Yeah, but then I realized I made Liam do a system, so.
I'm good. 10.
Well, it's been a fun campaign, guys. While it lasted. No. 10, you're able to cut through the door, though you do go a little bit wide by accident, and the room is depressurized again, but in the other way. So I am going to need one more save from everyone, though you will all still be able to escape, if that makes sense. So you're kind of slammed against this wall. But
because the umbilical connector, we can basically just get pressure sucked into the umbilical.
yeah, so you're still
Is that the
getting
idea?
sucked, but you might take damage. So just
Gotcha.
dex save from everyone, disadvantage for Dimmy.
Am I back with the other X's yet, or is this happening while I'm? On
This
my
is
way
this
back?
is while you're away, so I'll say
Okay.
you don't need to make the check yet.
We all go forward like 3 feet, like. "Whoa."
It's like, guys, let's hurry up, and then everyone just goes flying forward. Oh shit!
I've got the boots, so do I?
Oh yeah, you don't need to. Make me a athletics check to hold on, or a strength save to hold on to Boone then.
Oh, for comic effect, it has to be just as he reaches to get the arm, and the arm just goes like 5 feet further in the corridor. Damn it!
That's,
No, the arm just flies and makes a fist in midair and hits straight for Gutsbracker's face.
natural 20.
Boom. Yeah. You got your mains.
13.
Okay.
Oh, 17. Sorry.
Don't go unconscious against the
Tw-
ship.
12 damage to Kira.
Yep.
You land on a box of knives.
The
There is-
dragon's laser goes wide and cuts her.
There is a box. Actually, yeah, you were cutting it, so yeah, it's more that you just get hit in the face by the
Oh.
section you were cutting, and you got a big old cut lip and chin and scar situation going on.
Yay, more scars.
Twang.
Andrew. You are muted.
Andrew.
If you
You're
don't,
muted.
There we go.
deck save, please, my man.
That is going to. I am rolling good on these saves. That's a 17.
You're fine. Guts is strong enough to withstand the effects of the abyss. And you all manage to make it into the umbilical.
The cage pass. Sorry.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
I got 17
Yeah,
as well.
yeah. She got 17.
Nice.
Let's give a quick roll for the remaining X's, and Dan will take your roll now as well, actually. Just as you like get to the room, you'll need to make a roll to like steady yourself.
Sure.
Don't lose the arm through the hole in the ship.
No. Okay. I rolled real low, so I used my inspiration and got 19 on the dice, plus
Nice.
7 for 26.
So imagine Orson like loses footing and gets sucked towards it, but instead of like catching himself because of the advantage, he just like pulls himself into an arrow and like holds the wound and just aims where he's getting sucked. He just flies. Yeah.
That's awesome. Like originally he's like leaning back and sliding on his feet, and then he just kind of at the right moment goes whoop and like
Yeah.
swaps to diving through the.
Yeah. It's
Nice.
very awesome. And so, in a massive heap, you'll land in the side of the gypsy. 9 axes, X6, the 5 of you, and Penfold disengages the umbilical, and you watch and like pulls away as the Euclid space station ship flies off in the direction of the nearest star. And finally, like, the umbilical is closed and the door is sealed up and normality is fully restored.
Well, that was an adventure.
Also, Boone's dead. Okay, that's not true, but
No.
Like it was just also been dead and nobody responded.
yeah.
Just look over and it's just all like, oh, when did
Oh,
that
shit.
happen?
I got the wrong
Oh,
bandit, damn it. It's the
Can I
wrong
make a system
Boone.
check to reattach his arm? Or would it be unsafe to do so whilst he's currently unconscious?
It's designed to be attached and reattached. You don't need to make a check.
Oh, okay, cool. Oh,
It's like putting on a seatbelt in a car. It's pretty easy.
exactly like that?
No, I mean,
So,
like,
you pull it and then
of
it, like, jams
comparative
and you're like, oh, fuck, we have to go back and then
comparative
go again.
simplicity. It just, you put it on, it just punches you in the face.
Rude.
Yeah, but Penfold takes the ship out as you're all lying in a big sweaty heap. Welcome back, you hear over the intercom.
Thanks, Penfold.
My pleasure.
You are earning that quarter share.
Well, that was exciting.
Yeah, it was fantastic. Let's never do it again.
Agree. Anytime we can avoid the ESP, I am 100% for that.
Everybody okay? No one dead?
I might be dead. I'm not sure yet.
How's
The
your
exits?
third lung?
I don't have a third lung. What are you on about?
Oh, you should be fine then.
Wait a minute. What if I'm supposed to have a third lung?
Do you?
Well, not right now. That
Well,
could
so-
be.
Oh, you should be fine then.
Oh man, my third lung's gone.
Did everyone make it out?
Not everyone, one of the X's says, shaking his head.
Shit.
Sorry.
It's fine. You saved the rest of us. He's like
Makes
not
you
looking
feel
at
any
you.
better that makes you feel any better that bespeckled freak had several holes in him before he got ventilated?
Yeah, that's good. No, it's
Do you know if there are any other ships like this?
shakes his head. I don't know, but
The gypsy is pretty one of a kind. Austin says, getting over like dusting himself
He's not wrong.
I meant the Euclid. Sorry.
off.
Technically.
He gives you a smile like he knows.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Fucking. She says with
Yeah.
a grin.
Afraid the gypsy is on a tad on the small side whenever it comes to accommodation, so y'all are gonna have to cozy up somewhere. But I think we've got enough blankets for everyone.
That's fine.
Penfold might have to give up some of his nest.
Got plenty of lollies, though. Look, Doc, all these people who haven't had one of the horse fruit lollies.
Oh, we probably should get them medically sounded. Sounded? That's not the right word.
Cleared?
Medically cleared. Thank you, voice in the sky.
You're welcome.
To make sure that they're okay, right?
Yeah.
X was fine, but she didn't seem to like Doc prodding at her.
X nods.
We'll get them settled, get some food on, and figure out where we're gonna go.
Orson makes like the best spaghetti. Can we have some spaghetti, Orson? She says, kind of like sounded like, can we please have some spaghetti, Mom?
Can we go to Space McDonald's?
I did real good today, Pa. Can I have some spaghetti? Just quick head count. How many X's?
9 in
there?
total,
9 total.
not
X's.
including X6.
Not
So
including.
10.
Okay.
10 in total.
And then plus Boone. we got a full house.
You saved 10
Okay.
people.
We do have enough room for all these people, right?
Technically, no.
Cargo hold. Cargo
People are
hold.
going to be sleeping on the floor or
Yeah.
the snuggle compartment. So.
That's the snuggling compartment.
I need you
This-
particularly close.
So Orson, to the spaghetti thing is probably like still is carrying the girl or like picks the girl up again. Is probably gonna like take her to his room and just put her in the bed because she's probably not gonna do good waking up
Yeah.
in the medical bay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he
Huh.
like picks her up off the floor out of the pile of people that we're all just having a chat and goes. He like looked at the quick head count and goes, "I'll get on that." And he'll go make spaghetti.
So,
Brilliant.
do we want to sort of call it soon and resolve like the logistic stuff off camera? Are there any more scenes people want to do to like round out the season before we come back in, a few months?
H will do a brief glance over the research notes. Not an in-depth look just yet, but just see if there's more ships like the Euclid.
Okay.
If there's any information on other evolution sites, inverted commas.
Yeah, give me a systems check.
Fuck, that one.
Yeah, nothing you can see at the moment, I'm afraid.
Mm-hmm. Okay, something to look into more, perhaps. And also finding out if there's any way to reverse it, maybe? Or at least stop it from happening to other people. Maybe finding out who's more susceptible.
Yeah, you're not gonna get anything this time around, I'm afraid.
No, perfectly reasonable.
But further research,
Absolutely.
over the next
It was
few
just a quick
days.
glance.
Yeah, of course.
Kira will probably just send a message apologizing to Jasmine, just, saying that working on resolving the previous issue and, if we're ever back at the station, the Zuba station, maybe we can meet up and have a drink.
You just get one message back. As long as you're buying, full stop.
I think for Orson, there's just like a scene of him playing like dad to like 10 genetically modified super teenagers trying to
Oh
like
my
give
God.
them spaghetti.
It's like the kookiest episode of the Brady Bunch ever.
Penfold sits down at the spaghetti and he's got one of those automatic spaghetti twirling forks.
And then he's got his shiv that he's made into an automatic shiv on the other side, and it's just like jab, 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 jab.
It's just like a Borderlands-esque saw blade. It's like there's just sparks flying, and he has to put on a welding mask to eat. God, I love Penfold.
At some point during like the recovery process or whatever, Demi would probably be like playing cards with Boone while he's recovering.
Yeah.
Just, you know, she knows how boring it is being stuck in the medical bay.
Yeah, he's quiet, but you can tell he's grateful for the company and very grateful for being rescued. But yeah, he's not a massive talker.
No.
Ooh, after they've played that for a couple of rounds or something, Orson comes in and goes, "I've got something you're gonna want to win," and he puts his arm down on the table and it's like, "Play me
Oh, I
for
thought you
us."
already attached his arm.
Oh no, yeah, you had. I was just.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had already put his arm on. Oh, I was gonna
He
make him
stole
play
it- he
cards
stole
for
it
it.
for- he stole it.
Sorry, that would have been really cool. We can refit it. It's fine. We can just go back. It's cool.
This is way cooler.
Okay.
Really cool.
Well, cool.
H
He'll slay
attached
his arm
someone
on
else's
the
arm by accident.
Oh gosh. Where the fuck's my arm?
Where's
It's
my third
Penfold's
lung?
arm.
Oh god, my third lung.
Oh god, my third one.
It's okay. You still have your second stomach, right?
Oh no, I lost my second stomach. I'll never play.
out here, Doc.
I'll never play the piano again. I couldn't before, but now I'll never do it.
I've lost my second stomach. I'll never play the piano again.
That's one of the best sentences I've ever heard come out of your mouth, Corinne.
You're welcome.
Well, Boone, much like Demi, is not very good at cards, so I imagine there is probably, at some point, a pity hand that lets him have his arm.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Very much.
A pity hand that lets him have his pity hand.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think
Just squeeze an arm.
Oh no.
Oh god, not my squeeze an arm. Took my squeeze an arm.
I think on that note, season 1 of Vagrant comes to an end.